Today, the New York Times is reporting that Sean Diddy Combs is being accused of rape and years of abuse by former Bad Boy artist and ex-girlfriend Cassie. Cassie is speaking about the abuse in a civil lawsuit filed against Diddy. Now, in the lawsuit, Cassie claims Diddy supplied her with drugs, beat her, and forced her to have sex with male prostitutes that I also read that he films and would masturbate to, allegedly. The lawsuit has a laundry list of accounts of abuse from Diddy, including a time where Cassie alleged that Diddy forced his way into her home and raped her when she tried to leave him. You know, there's a lot of... Oh, you know what? Let me just go to Al first. Al, what do you think about this?
A lot of people have been waiting for Cassie to break her silence for years, and hey, she's done it now, and she's done it in a big way. And the funny part is she has a lot of statutes that are on her side, being that where she claimed this happened was in the state of California. Now, in California, there's no statute of limitation as it relates to rape. So she can say that she was raped. It could be 10 years ago. It could be 15 years ago. There's no statute of limitation. But also in the state of California, a witness to abuse of a victim of sexual harassment is, even if it hasn't even been directly towards you, can make you a sexual harassment victim. There are so many layers to this. If I was Diddy, now this is just me trying to help him out. If I was Diddy, I would not want to drag this out in public opinion. He's got a lot of things against him right now. And one thing that everybody has always said is, what did Cassie think? And if she's coming forward, this could be a very, very, very bad situation for him.
Nola Curvy Girl said, it's not making the band, it's now making the bussy. Oh my God. And Negrolinda 805 said, Diddy, oh, you in trouble. Candace B, to quote Q, said, Diddy going to jail. Do you think so, Q?
It's damn sure going to be making the bussy if he end up going to jail. But what we know that so far, this is a civil case. And I'm here to tell y'all something. I believe every single word in the New York Times. I believe it. I didn't watch, nor did I participate, but it's something down in my heart that make me believe every single word. I'm going to tell you something else too. And I'm going to take my time with this. She was there for 13 years. Do you know the amount of receipts that you can collect after being with somebody for 13 months, yet alone 13 years? And I'm going to tell you something. It's the part about the freak-offs that he would hire a male succession of male escorts to hunch her while he sit back and masturbated and recorded. Let me tell you something. All of y'all who want to say she lying and trying to shake him down, that bitch got to have one vivid imagination and the creativity of J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter, to come up with something like that is equally as imaginative and creative and embarrassing. I believe it. I believe every single damn word of it. I believe it. And let me tell you something. The only thing that I want to know is what time we going right there to Carisha's house to help her get her stuff. We got to go right there.
Before we go to Carisha's house, Q, one thing that we know is that what she put out in the media was pointed, meaning this isn't the first time that someone has made the claim of the male prostitutes. So I think she's sending a message and she's making it really clear, Diddy, you don't want to with me. I know a lot of information and I'm going to bring it forward if you don't pay me.
The official comment said, somebody going to try to get rid of Diddy. He's trying to buy a TV network. You know how they always say whenever.
I saw one comment that said Diddy trying to buy Tubi. And I fell out laughing.
Fisheye Jedi said they say he offered her 8 figures, which she turned down. And of course, you know, they're going, why now? And she's just trying to get paid. Cassie has been one of the most unproblematic, quiet celebs that we know.
Yeah, because he had her ass locked in a damn attic like Anne Frank.
In 30 million, 8 figures? Am I missing?
Yeah, but
I've seen them around before in person, and she always looks very sad. I always felt a lot of darkness around them and around her. And, people are hitting my phone, reminding me of certain things. We're going to get into this another time. But the lawsuit also claims that in 2012, Diddy became very jealous of Cassie's relationship with rapper Kid Cudi, and he threatened to blow up Cudi's car. Now, a spokesperson for Kid Cudi confirmed this allegation and stated that his car did, in fact, blow up in his driveway not too long after Diddy made those threats. And listen, people are coming out of the woodwork in support of Cassie and Cassie's claims. And I think it hasn't been successful before, anything nailing kind of Diddy to the cross or anything, because it'd be one person, they can get scared, taken out, die, get sick, get pneumonia, go into a coma, whatever, right? But now, for the first time, multiple people at the same time are kind of standing behind Cassie. What are your thoughts on this, Al?
Listen, I'm telling you, the way the rollout is happening, she's really letting him know that she's bringing her big guns and she's not playing around. And to also get the cosign of Kid Cudi does not help. The writing is on the wall, everybody. He's either got one or two options, and I hope he does the smart thing. Option number one is pay the woman what she wants to keep her quiet because you really don't want her to air out all your dirty laundry, or fight this, and let her roll out all your dirty laundry and see where you end up on the other side of public opinion. In my opinion, what we're going to see is we're going to see a settlement. He's going to quiet this noise. He's going to deny any wrongdoing, and he's going to pay her and make this go away. I'll give them until the first of the year, and let's see if we're still talking about this.
Diddy is, of course, refuting the claim that says that she's been attempting to blackmail him for $30 million. Q, this, again, as expected, of course, is going to be, what else can he say?
But see, he's already messed up because Cassie's legal team has already divulged that they've been in contact with Diddy's legal team, and like we mentioned earlier at the top of the show, who was willing to settle for an 8-figure settlement, which means at a minimum, they were willing to pay her $10 million because that's the first digit you hit to get 8 figures. They were willing to give her 10. At the point in which you're willing to give somebody $10 million, bitch, you did it. You did it. That's a lot of money. Diddy, you might as well roll that thing up 20 more million and just get this thing put to rest. Because like Al said, once the details really get laid out in writing, in depositions, and in court transcripts, there is no coming back from it. It's one thing to hear the rumors. Oh, Diddy play with boys. Oh, Diddy do this. Oh, Diddy do that. There's another to have that in black and white from somebody who was your intimate partner for over 13 years, spilling the details. I'm pretty sure in some of those moments when Diddy was having them succession of men playing at her Tootsie Cat while he was recording it, he was playing with some of them men too. Because that's how I go. You don't just sit there. You was in there playing and let them play in between your legs and then your butt and all that stuff too. And you damn sure know you don't want that to come out in them depositions. It's a whole lot of tea. And not to mention that girl didn't leave that house with nothing. I'm pretty sure she got 1 or 2 of those videos. She mentioned the fact that some of the videos were recorded on her phone. She would later go back and delete them. And then she later found out that he still had access to them, maybe in the cloud, so on and so forth. If all of this was going on for as long as she said it was going on, Mama got 1 or 2 of those videos. And it's also worth mentioning that because he performed these sexual acts with these male prostitutes on her in different states and in different cities, it qualifies as human trafficking.
That's true. Now, Claudia, let me ask you a question as a female on the panel, the resident female. If Diddy came out and admitted that, you know, there may have been some same-sex activity in his experience with her that she may have witnessed, and that he may consider himself bisexual, do you think this could take some of the wind out of Cassie's sail?
I don't.
No, because she still's got the rape thing, and if anyone is in the scene,
that would be very hard. It would be very hard. It would be very hard for her to prove the rape. Now, if I had to go up against one or the other, it would be very hard for her to prove rape because they had consensual sex before. I know that whenever a woman says no, it's no, and that we can't deny the fact that if she says it's rape, but it would still be a lengthy process, right? So if she's holding over his head that she has all this other information that could be super damaging, if he came forward and said, look, okay, I've thought about it. If I'm being serious, I'm bisexual. Would that put a different wrench into her case right here today?
To me, no, because to me, that's not the worst part of the story. I'm like, at this point, being gay, bisexual is so mainstream now. We've been hearing about Diddy and boys for the longest time, and people don't really give a damn anymore. They don't. It's not that shocking anymore. To me, it's the rape and the threats, and the threats are something we've already heard about with him. I mean, I just got a text from someone reminding me about a time that he threatened to make me disappear. And it ain't about me, so I can talk, but I just wanted to mention that it's not, that to me is more damaging, that a mogul is out here threatening to make people disappear. People are scared to talk out. But you know what? Right now, there seems to be a lot of support around Cassie. Did you see Dawn and Aubrey O'Day kind of showed her love publicly? And Diddy just put Dawn on a song. So that says a lot. I think people are finally getting to a point where they're like, you know what? He's been getting away with a lot of stuff for a lot of time, and we've been keeping quiet. I think people are starting to get sick of it. And then this campaign he's been doing the last few months of being positive and love, we had to know, right? It was for a reason. I think he felt it coming down the pipeline, and he tried to get ahead of it with some positive spins on things. Yep. Expect him to put a lot of videos out in time with kids, because that's what usually do. People usually do when they're in crisis. Melissa James said, I hope Cassie stays protected. I put nothing past Diddy to harm her in retaliation. That part.